The Ocean Monument. At first glance, it doesn't look like much. Go in, kill fish, loot monument, and leave. Most people don't really think about this structure. In fact, most of the time we'll just probably swim past this. It's a forgotten structure to say the least. But where did it come from? Like, what are these fish, and why are they guarding the monuments? Why is it even under the sea? All that and more will be answered today. If you're new here, hi. I'm currently on a quest to figure out which countries these Minecraft structures would be in, and today we're kicking it off with the biggest Minecraft structure, the Ocean Monument. Now normally there would be a whole segment about talking about how old this structure is and the different types of block used, but there is just one type of block used in this stronghold. It can both tell us how old it is and where it could be located. And that block is Prismarine. Now the problem is, Prismarine is kind of fictional, so I can't use that. But doing some extensive research, I narrowed down what type of object the Prismarine could have been based on, and that is a little known gem by the name of Aquamarine. Some quick things to note about it: they're mostly small, they're colored like the ocean, and if you put them in water they become nearly transparent. They're also used as a sign of wealth, even now and back then. It's said that Aquamarine was first documented in use between 480 to 300 BC, during the times of ancient Greeks and Romans. This knowledge alone is good enough for us to tell how old this structure could be, because if you look at the monument's design, it closely resembles a structure known as a ziggurat, which was built between 2000 BC to
500 BC.
Okay, we figure out how old it could be, but we still have no idea where it comes from. How do we figure that out? Bro, are you stupid? I literally just told you like a minute ago about the Aquamarine thing. Apologies about him, he has a bad temper. But anyway, we can figure out where this structure is located thanks to the Prismarine rock, or Aquamarine. You see, Aquamarine is mostly found in these regions of the world, but they are most common in these three African countries. So this ocean monument could most likely be in the continent of Africa or in a country close to Africa. And also, going back to the whole ziggurat thing, there are about
25
ziggurats left in the world, both of which are countries like Iran and Iraq. So this structure is definitely near the Middle Eastern region, or North Africa. Also, it's about time that I mentioned the gold. Inside each ocean monument is a big structure, and inside that structure is 4 blocks of pure gold. Like, these are big, okay? 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. This isn't your average nugget of gold. This is a solid gold block that weighs over 19,000 kilograms and will be worth $1.2 billion. That's a lot. And remember, the Ocean Monument has 4 of them. 4 of these solid gold blocks. Wow. So it's incredibly simple. A country that has been around for thousands of years, is near the Middle East, has lots of access to gold, and has mostly built these pyramid-shaped ziggurat-type structures. Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one such country that could do this, and it is the great land of Egypt. You see, ocean monuments are incredibly common in the Minecraft world. If you search hard enough, you can find tons of them in a single ocean. And each of these monuments all have 8 blocks of gold stashed away in them. Egypt is the only type of country that will be able to do this, and they've also done it before, with the pyramids of Giza. They built it as a place to memorialize their pharaohs, like King Tut, who sat undisturbed for 3,000 years before being discovered in 1922. And in his room was tons of artifacts meant to serve him in the afterlife. So we know that Egypt has lots of gold, but there was another way that they gained even more gold than they already had. This is Mansa Musa, Sultan of the Mali Kingdom. And let me tell you, this dude was rich. He was swimming in full solid gold, okay? This is probably the richest person to have ever walked on the planet of the earth. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Mansa Musa, along with 60,000 companions, 12,000 slaves, and 80 camels, all sailed to Cairo. And when he went to Cairo, he gave a small donation of 312,000 pounds of gold. In today's money, that's $5.5 billion. remember, this is before inflation, okay? Egypt was so overwhelmed with the amount of gold that their economy crashed. It took 12 years for their economy to recover after that small donation that Mansa Musa made. That's how rich this fucker was. When you have that much gold, you want to get rid of it as fast as possible so your economy can go back to normal again. And I think that's what the ancient Egyptians did. They built all of these monuments, then stored the gold in them, and what I presume, the monuments must have sank under the water due to rising water levels. Wow, okay, so that explains the gold and how Egypt got so much gold. But what about the aquamarine and the sponges? You completely forgot to mention sponges. Right, the gems and sponges. Okay, now, Egypt had some access to aquamarine in its own land, but particularly during the Greco-Roman period, which is like 300 BC to 300. During this period, Greece and Egypt did lots of trading together, and from that, Egypt was able to gain lots of precious gems, specifically like aquamarine. If I'm correct, they also gained sponges from this way too, so that solves both of our problems. It's hard to tell exactly what the Guardians are, but my best guess is that they were robots created by archaeologists in the future to protect the monuments from being destroyed by scavengers. And I also say that they're robots because first of all, they shoot lasers out of their eyes, and unlike other fish, they don't suffocate when they're on land. They just kinda jump around and do whatever. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I think I pretty much said everything there is to know. In fact, there was a lot of stuff that I still could have explained, but I just didn't really feel like doing it because, I mean, this video already has taken way too long to make. Plus, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody really cares like what countries these structures belong to. Just for a little fun. There's way too much AI generated crap on this website now. We just have something that's 100% man-made, like those really bad neoprene fields. Like, yeah, they are so bad, but at least it's man-made. Like, what happened to YouTube? This isn't YouTube anymore. This is MeTube. This is communist YouTube now. YouTube's gone communist mode. They no longer respect original creators trying to make ideas of their own.